Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Friday, March the 17th. 24 degrees this morning. It's only made it to 30 this morning. I think yesterday it made it to 33. I don't know. It was warmer. Everything's anything that hasn't been hit by the sun, it looks like it snowed. You know, you get that white, frozen frost from the night. All the dew that was passing through. Man, gonna be another beautiful day. Well, Mama,
yes, Papa.
Once again, a beautiful, beautiful drive to work.
It's so pretty.
So it's 51 here in Vancouver already.
I know it.
That's what the car says anyway.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Much better than the
24 this morning, yeah.
Yeah. It is bloody cold.
It had a bite to it.
Yeah, it did.
Heck yeah. Well, Mama, it's Friday.
It is.
We'll stick through the day and we'll start our weekend.
Oh, sounds like a plan.
So, heck yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, have a wonderful day.
You too.
I'll see you as the day goes on.
All right.
All right now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The dreaded updates. It's the 21 that never had the updates done. This is generally something you don't want to see on your Spyder. It's heaving out of the oil filter cap. Look, there's no sign that an oil change kit was purchased or anything. I thought at first somebody, how you check the oil when they're cold and they're about a liter low. No, that wasn't the problem. It wasn't overfilled. But it's got a lot of hours for the miles it has. I hope somebody wasn't doing short runs and just firing this thing up every couple of weeks or something. In that sense, it could be a collapsed oil filter, and that creates a whole nother animal. So, anyway, I get the updates done here before I proceed. So, here we go. 2021 RTL Dark Edition. Literally no sign of anything strange. There's no water in the oil. The O-ring for the oil filter cap, and that's where all the oil was coming from. It's crazy. There's no sign that someone's been in here and changing the oil or anything like that. The little hose that holds the brake reservoir, it was fresh and unmangled as you usually see them. But literally oil everywhere. What a mess. So I'm going to have to end up pulling this panel off. Look, it's even... Yeah, she got a good wash down. Nothing on the right side of this Spyder is going to rust anytime soon. She got an anti-corrosion coating. But, there's enough oil in it, and it's low, but... you can run these things on almost nothing and not hurt them. Just the oil breaks down really quick. But, yeah, it's all fresh. The oil's clean. Magnets, nothing on. Well, magnet. Nothing on the magnet. It's just clean BRP oil. What you would have after 1,500 miles, no eco. And that's what it looks like. Fresh oil. That's what came out. That's what's all over it. And that gets on your tools and is almost impossible to clean off. That's some good oil, that BRP oil. Never, ever have I seen anything like that, though. So does that look a little better without being completely soaked down with oil? That took a lot of rags. That thing, oil was everywhere. It's amazing. It's funny, when you spill, like if you just spill a little bit of oil, how such a small quantity can cover such a wide space. Like I think I showed you the spot that it drained off when I drove it in here. It's amazing how little that is. Just took a rag and just wiped it right up. But it looks huge, people go, it's leaking all the oil and my motor's been compromised. There's a puddle about a foot in diameter on my floor. All the oil is gone. I could probably hold that much oil in my hand and pour it on there and make a bigger spot. It's funny. But anyway, it needs to be oiled up and test it out. And there was no codes or anything. Well, you guys see me putting all the updates on it, but anyway, all's good. All's well that ends well. Weird. They're asking me, you ever seen that O-ring? Never. That's the craziest thing. So who knows what the story is there. Nobody had touched it. So who knows? I think. Of course, I wasn't paying attention because there's like no reason to. But I looked at the cap, tried to run my fingernails between it and see if it was, not turned down all the way. But it sure came off awful easy. But that could be because the O-ring was broke as well. But it's almost like the oil filter cap wasn't tight enough. And maybe that could have caused that O-ring to jiggle around and finally destroy itself. But who knows? Could have been that way from day one and it finally jumped out of there. Only has under 1,500 miles on it. She's a puppy. All right, let's bounce. So we made it home safe and sound, and this happened. It's been beautiful and sunny and warm. It is 60 degrees out here. I'm just wearing a t-shirt. But, yeah, the sun just went away. So, here's my first test ride. So I noticed the thing, it still has body roll. As you can see, nowhere near as much. I mean, that thing really tilted over. But look how far this thing goes. I mean, look at that. Is that crazy or what? So, considering how much suspension it has now, that is not much body roll at all. You guys remember how far it used to tilt before? It's nowhere near as bad. I almost think I should, have the droop spring. Maybe go a step, I don't know. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Because you got to bleed them all. Everything's all internal. I mean, you can pull the springs out without changing the oil, but you have to top it off, go through the whole bleed procedure. And then, of course, there's, shock oil everywhere, so you got to clean the shock and everything all back up. But, yeah, she does. I was out there ripping it around. And, yeah, this is the other thing I want to look, too. One of the things is to keep, the forward to aft body roll minimized. So that it doesn't, nose over and create that kind of a flip over effect. I haven't tried any of that. I turned the TSM wide open and I was just rapping across the driveway there. I'm telling you, a rock crawler has no business going that fast. So let's get to a point here. Here, let's get her down farther. Yeah. So there is a little bit. You can see the fronts are sagged and the rears are trying to extend. But again, that was considerably worse before. I probably shouldn't mess with it because I want this thing to be trailable. And if you give them what you hear people referring to as a full droop, then they're very, very bouncy. They're riding really low, almost bottomed out. And they end up with they're not very trailable at that point. I mean, you can, but the truck, car, whatever you're doing it to, is just going to bounce like crazy. Because you have no suspension for up travel. You almost eliminate it. Dang near. But let's get to some spots here and I'll show you what the magic of this is. If I can control the throttle here. Oh, I don't have no diff locks or nothing. One thing's for sure, that suspension sure does look good. Holy moly. That looks messed up cool. You know, a thing, I don't know if I mentioned it last night or whenever I talked about this. Oh, I had a crash in the house. A good one. I was trying to put this phone mount thing on, and I'd already powered up the truck. Well, I pushed the throttle. It snagged on my clothing, and the thing, I had it on the bed, and it just went hauling butt backwards. Bam! Hit the ground. The reason I mentioned it is I noticed my rock crawler things popped out over there, or my rock guard. It kind of has a little part in it that holds the body in. Turn the light on here right quick. See if we can look at that, where a dog dug a hole there. When I turn the light on here, it makes the white balance start doing really weird things. Let's see if I can get this thing in a full. That's not even enough. But look how much travel that thing's got. It is absolutely nuts. The crazy amount this thing can distort itself. Well, I want to check it anyway, but I want to see what it does when I go uphill. Should be the same, but the weight's different between the front and rear. See, them dogs been out here again. See, the borders keep getting closer together. They're out here messing around. They come out here when it rains. You would too if it was raining. You were stuck outside, wouldn't you? I'd say the weight transfer is about the same. But see, it's not. There's crazy how much suspension going up there is. Let's get her up top here. I'll show you something right quick. This is pretty nuts. See if I can't sit there. But watch this. Watch how far you can go before it lifts a wheel. What's crazy is I'll lift it and watch how much more suspension there is. So if you get this wheel going totally than that one, look at that. Has 120 millimeters of travel in these things. It's pretty nuts how far. Watch how far I can go before the back tire. Okay, she's there. That's where she's lifting. Look at that. Is that nuts? That sounds kind of cool. I was talking. Well, you guys read the comments, but anyway, gentleman who's been a long time viewer, he just ordered the F-150 High Trail. I go, man. I keep telling him, I keep watching videos on that 150. I said, that thing's just going to get me in trouble. And he goes, keep watching. He's going to have his in a couple days or less. And anyway, I was telling him, I said, I just have these visions of the K10 and the F-150 out cruising around together. So you can see I can still move it around a bit, but it has a different feel to it. I can't just like flip it and bottom the shocks out. And there's definitely some resistance. It's wanting to fight. And again, you can see there's still more travel. But I'm kind of thinking I can do a little better. It almost seems too soft. It's almost like it's riding kind of bottomed out, sort of. There's not a lot of travel left in it with it just sitting there. Another thing, too, when I'm studying the thing, I mean, this is like 101. You know, you don't set race sag on a motorcycle without the rider on it, right? So I guess the rider in this case would be the battery you put in there. So I'm looking at all this and I'm going, yeah, everything's just perfect. It looks good. don't have the battery in it. Put the battery in, and it made a noticeable difference. Oh, I'm pointing the camera. I do like, really like how it's performing so far. Look at that articulation. Is that nuts or what? That is some kind of impressive. And rolling over things, it just, you never lose a wheel. I think to lose a wheel, you'd be flipping over. That is crazy. Super impressed. Well, hello there, YouTube. It's still 56 degrees out here. And her with a robe and a coat on.
Well, a breeze comes,
and that's that Fox
and I get
winter
cold.
coat that, I mean, it literally has to be snowing out here before I can wear that coat.
You got hot blood.
Anyway, our weekend has started.
Mm-hmm.
Traffic going up and down the highway like crazy. Everybody's out enjoying this nice weather, although the clouds came in. Congratulations to all you guys that are posting and emailing and stuff, picking up your own RCs. That motorcycle, you know, trike, Spyder Serenity that gives you when you ride it, that just adds another layer to that. Yes. And you guys are already figuring that out. It's a toy, but it is peace of mind. I literally haven't slept so well in years than I sleep. Every time I mess with that thing, I'm out cold. I built the video when I got up this morning. Yeah. I fell out again last night. I just can't work on them and not just be such peace. I have no idea. It's just the dangest thing, no matter what.
That's nice. It's nice.
Can't put my finger, or I can't put my finger on it, but wow, do I sleep deep. I sit there and little dreams and little things of doing this and going there. And it's just like riding motorcycles is kind of what it reminds me of. Just something different. Mm-hmm. It's like all the naysayers with the Spyder. It's not a motorcycle. Technically, no, but it's the same effect when you're going down the road, you know. But anyway, we're going to finish off the evening with that.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Saturday or Sunday.
Heck yeah. All right. See you tomorrow.
We'll see you then.
Bye-bye now.